Having flown into Hyderabad, capital of Telangana state, the previous evening, we set off into the morning rush hour traffic. Although it's one of the most modern cities in India, there are still cows on the street. Our first stop was at the Golconda Fort, the early capital of the Qutb Shah dynasty, whose 7 kings ruled the area from 1512 to 1687. The citadel is protected by huge walls. The main entrance, or Victory Gate, has intricate carvings over the arch. The doors to the fortress are studded with spikes to obstruct war elephants. A hand clap below the dome at the gate gives a very loud echo. This could be heard clearly at the highest point of the fortress, almost a kilometre away, and served as a warning in case of attack, bringing the mighty soldiers out of these barracks.
The test here to get into the army of the king, if the soldier had to prove his might by lifting it in one hand, but these guys are doing it with 2 hands, nevertheless they prove their might.
There's a garden alongside the barracks. Even today the gardens are used for relaxation. I think the grass would have been more comfortable than this, and her friend clearly thought the same. The fort is close to ancient mines from which many famous diamonds are said to have come. These include the Kohinoor and Hope diamonds, as well as many others. The inner citadel reaches to 122 metres above the surrounding plains. On the lower levels next to the barracks was the secretarial building. Curtains hung from loops in the ceiling could be used to divide the spaces into cubicles, the original open plan office. This area, called the Nagar Khana, has recently been restored. Nearby is the Taramati Mosque, named after one of the courtesans who danced for the 7th king. In a central courtyard is a fountain which was fed by the fort's complex water system. There were several school groups at the fort, and one found out it was Chris's birthday. As we left the fort, there was just time to visit the loo. From here we drove to the Qutb Bazaar, Hyderabad's oldest market. Cars aren't allowed here, and it can be tricky finding somewhere to park your motorbike. Part of the market is given over to fabrics, mainly for saris. Love the model. Some of the material is specially designed for the bodices of wedding dresses. The ladies sit on the floor to discuss designs, which are then marked out onto tracing paper. Then the fabric is tensioned and decorated with beads and crystals. These are some of the finished fabrics. The bazaar is most famous for its lacquer bangles. It's sometimes called the Laad Bazaar, Laad meaning lacquer. The bangles are studded with artificial diamonds and are sold both in the shops and from barrows. At the end of the market is the 16th century Charminar, a triumphal arch at the centre of the main crossroads of the old city. Its name means 4 minarets. The whole square is packed with traders and shoppers. You can buy just about anything here. There's even a mobile snack bar, and if the food doesn't agree with you, the hospital is just on the corner. Leaving the square, we rejoined our car to go on to the Qutb Shah Tombs. In these gardens are the tombs of the last 7 kings of the Qutb Shah dynasty, which lasted from 1543 to 1687. Within the complex is the mortuary bath built for the ritual washing of bodies of dead kings before they were carried to the final resting place. The tombs are domed structures built on a square base, surrounded by pointed arches, a style that blends Persian and Indian forms. Each successive king designed his own tomb, which was larger and grander than that of his predecessor. The tombs originally contained carpets and chandeliers. The grounds are maintained by gardeners who earn between £3 and £5 a day. The domes were originally covered with blue and green tiles, but only a few pieces now remain. A programme of restoration is currently underway. The last king was defeated by the Mughal Empire, so his tomb was never finished. We returned to the Park Hyatt Hotel for dinner and one last night before flying home.